Every band in the world is here at the same time. It seems like Dwight Yoakam and Tom Petty, Iron Maiden, Queen, they're all in town, and it's really cool when there's days off and we get to go and watch someone else do their craft. Obviously hanging out with the Maiden guys. I mean, 1981, hanging out in Hollywood, California, driving around with Ron McGovney and me and Lars in the back seat, and seeing Steve Harris. Found out where they stayed. Seeing Steve Harris walk down the street, and us, dorky, shy metalheads. Hey, Steve! And he actually turns around and starts walking towards us. We're like, like our first brush with somebody kind of cool and famous. So that always stuck with me. Steve Harris, super down to earth, really cool guy. And nothing has changed. I mean, he showed up at the show that we did, and it's really cool when other musicians are hanging out watching you do what you do. It takes you to another level. You got to kind of go to Olympic metal, Olympic, whatever. You go to Olympic mode, like you step it up. Like our set list was at least 5 minutes faster. The set time, Lars was so nervous. Oh my God, Steve Harris watching me. Does this part sound too much like Iron Maiden? Yes. Usually halfway through the show, you figure, okay, he's gone and he's moved on to the next thing. But no, for the whole show, he was standing there the whole show to the very end. And not only was he there the whole time, he got in the vehicles with us, came to the hotel with us, like super cool guy. And then we got to go see them a couple days later. And likewise, super hospitable there. Queen has been a huge inspiration in the early days for me, guitar-wise, especially Brian May. But we're just watching Brian May. And there was a moment in the show where, Bohemian Rhapsody, it was like this rock and roll dream I was looking at. I was right at the sound desk, looking out at him, long ramp. He popped out of the middle just before his solo. There's smoke, there's a light behind him, and his white hair, this big white, aura around him, and he rises up out of the stage, and he's doing the solo, and he's in this giant silver cape, from like the 70s look. And Kirk and I just looked at each other like, holy shit, this is awesome. Total fanboys at that point. And then after the show, Brian May, and he says, I'm wondering if Kirk likes what I'm playing. And Kirk and I look at each other again like, huh? Yeah, Brian May just said that. Met his roadie, we were all hanging out, and his guitar on his back, and he's, hey, I know some of your crew guys and this and that, and I'm thinking, what's that on your back? Is that the guitar? He says, oh yeah, It's like, okay. Is there any way possible that I can just take a look at it? He's like, oh yeah. Hey Brian, is that okay? He's like, oh sure, yeah. So he takes it out, opens it up, and I'm jamming on Brian May's Old Girl original guitar that him and his dad made when he was 18 years old. And he still has it on tour, and he still plays it every night. It was spectacular. And then Brian leans over me and he's taking selfies. Hey! Like, oh my God. Couldn't wipe the smile off my face. It was extremely cool. So, and then Kirk's like, my turn, okay, here you go. So we all got to play Brian's guitar. Just a super, super memorable and redundantly unforgettable moment. Hopefully, if I'm alive at 70, I'm that cool and that down to earth and that just giving and loving life. He's so serene. He's a big inspiration as far as all that goes. The new album Live is very, very welcomed. and people are wanting to hear a lot of the new stuff, which is, it's completely shocking to me that, 15 years ago you'd want to go on tour and no one wants to hear the new stuff. Everyone wants to hear old stuff. So it's I guess a testament to us, battling on. It is so great, and to not just see the older die-hard fans welcoming this, but newer fans and even older people being inspired by their grandkids or their kids or whatever the different generations that show up at the shows. I couldn't have dreamed this better. Simple as that. This is exactly how we would have wanted it to be.
I watched someone, I think we talked about this briefly during Fade to Black, and they were very emotionally overcome by it. I mean, to the point I was mesmerized by them. And do you think you've reached a point in your life, more than career, where maybe you're having a second run with some of these lyrics that you wrote as a vent when you were younger and an escape when you were younger, and that maybe as you're singing these lyrics, they may be a deeper and richer or whatever to you? Does that feel like that?
Absolutely. And a song especially like Fade to Black or Unforgiven, those are songs that they constantly morph for me. And yeah, when it was originally written, this was real. It's like, I fucking hate life. Our gear just got stolen. We can't live our dream. We're not gonna make it to Europe, all these things, And then, obviously when Cliff or somebody important in our lives passes, that song pops up, even, like a Chris Cornell or something. There's always something happening that, a Dio, it gives someone's passing, it gives that song new life for me. When I look out in the crowd, and as you did, I saw somebody just sobbing, and I don't know if it was the same person. This was a younger girl, had long dark hair. She was in tears, and I almost wanted to, I was attached to the acoustic, but I wanted to go over there and, I don't know, mentally give her a hug or something, but, just give her a wink or it's gonna be okay, one of those moments. And I have those moments too. So it's good to see that someone as attached to that song as maybe I am.